Hey, what's up uke family? Welcome back to another ukulele lesson. Today we're going to learn how to play a beautiful and lovely Spanish chord progression. Now first things first, let me say one thing guys. Thank you so much for suggesting that I should name the music that I teach in these tutorials because it's such a great idea and it makes sense and it sets the mood for the lesson. This one is called Spanish Suite. Now I call it like this because there are different sections that you can learn from. We're gonna have some sort of an intro and then of course the main melody and then the outro. Of course guys, I'm gonna be using my tenor ukulele. So this is the tuning. We have G, C, E and A. Now the chord progression is in the key of D minor, so we're gonna be playing easy chords. Of course, we're gonna add so much color and notes to this chord progression that I'm sure guys you are going to love it. But first, what is a Spanish chord progression? What I just called a Spanish chord progression is probably one of the most popular chord progressions used in flamenco music. Is made up of just 4 chords, and if we are in the key of D minor, we will have the D minor chord, C major, B flat major and A major. We can also refer to this chord progression as the 1, 7, 6, 5. But why? Well, the thing is, chords come from scales, and each degree of a scale is going to give you a chord. So let's say that we are in the key of D minor. We can lay down the notes of the D minor scale and we're gonna have D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C and D. Now each degree of the scale is going to generate a chord. So we're gonna have a D minor chord, E diminished chord, F major chord, G minor chord, A minor chord, a B flat major chord, C major chord, and back to the D minor chord. Of course, in order to create a Spanish chord progression, we don't need all these chords. We only need the 1, 7, 6, 5. So we're going to select the number 1, the number 7, the number 6 and the number 5. Now the number 5 is a minor chord, so we're supposed to play an A minor chord. However, we can make it a major chord, which is going to be such a big thing, especially in this contest. In fact, the A major chord is really going to give this Spanish flavor, flamenco flavor to the chord progression. So we learned what a Spanish chord progression is and where these chords come from. Now let me show you how we can make it beautiful. Of course guys, you can practice the chord progression with a simple strum and with the most basic chords that you already know. However, let me show you the first section, which is played with the fingerpicking technique, and we're gonna have the chords and then a lovely melody. This is the intro. Now the chord progression is the same. We have the D minor, but rather than just play the full chord, we're just gonna play the first and third string on fret 5. You could do with 3 and 4 if you want, or with 2 and 3. And then we have the second chord, the C major, which is played with 4 and 3, the B flat major with 2 and 1, and the A major with 1 and 0. I'm plucking with index and ring. Now we have the answer to this question, right? Which is going to be played with a slightly different tone. So I'm playing the fret number 5, 5 and 5 on 2 strings, the first and the second string. Then the fret number 3, and then a quicker phrase on the fret number 3, the second string, first string open, and the fret number 1, 1, 1, and open. So it's really important to notice that I like to diversify the tone. In fact, when I play the chords, I'm using a nice and mellow tone. And then I answer that with a much brighter tone. Now, this second section is going to have both chords and melody. We're going to repeat the chord progression twice. The first time we're going to play a shorter melody, and then the second time we're going to add more notes to the melody. It sounds like this. So now we're playing the D minor chord over 3 strings, just a bar chord on the fret number 5, and we are arpeggiating the notes with the ring, middle, and index. So we're going to start with the first string, second, and third. We're going to repeat this pattern twice. So we have 1, 2, and the last time we're just going to pluck the strings with the ring finger, and we let it ring out. Such a lovely pattern. And then we have the phrase, which is built around this chord. We're going to have 2 notes, the fret 5, 5, and then 7, 8, 7, and 5. Of course, guys, make sure that you always pluck the strings with the alternate fingering. Don't pluck always with the same finger. It doesn't really help you in the long run. The second chord, the C major chord, is going to have the same structure. So I'm putting down the chord, which is 4, 3, and 3. It's a bar chord on the fret number 3. Same pattern. And then the phrase, which is on 3, 3, 5, 7, 5, and 3. We're going to do the same thing with the B flat major chord, same chord shape as the C, just 1 fret back, so it's 2, 1, and 1, same arpeggio. And then the phrase on 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, and 1. And we finish with the A major, which is 1, 0, and 0. It's the same arpeggio. And then we're going to have an interesting phrase which is played with the harmonic minor scale. We're not going to go into details here, guys, just so you know that it's an harmonic minor scale. So I'm playing the fret number 1 and 2, open, the second string open, 1, 3, open, first one, and then the fret number 4, which I play with a bar chord. And I know that's weird, but the thing is, after this note, we're gonna play again the D minor with a bar chord. So we're gonna slide this bar chord on the fret number 5. So the phrase. When I put the whole thing together. Now we're going to start again, but we're going to play a few more notes. So it's the same structure, the same chords, we have the same arpeggio. This time the phrase is this one on 5, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, and 8. It's a little bit longer. Second chord. And the phrase is on 3, 3, 5, 7, 5, 3, and 7. Third chord. And the phrase on 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, and 5. And we finish with the A major, which is going to have a slightly different phrase. The phrase starts on the first string fret number 1, open, 3, 1, open, 2, and 1. And then from here, we're gonna play the last section. So we're gonna open up with the same chords that we learned at the beginning. Beautiful thing, right? But then we're gonna add some more. And it has such a dramatic vibe. It's the same chord progression, we're just playing a different inversion. So we're playing the D minor on fret number with 7, 8, 9. So 9 and 8, 7, 7, 5 and 5, and 4 and 4. And then the last chord, the D minor. So it's a broken chord. We're playing the notes of the D minor chord one by one. 5, open, 1, 2, 1, open, and 5 and 5. So it's indeed a beautiful and lovely chord progression. Of course, guys, it's not the most simple thing to practice on the ukulele, but if you really love it, and you know that your friends are gonna love it because everyone loves a Spanish chord progression on the ukulele, make sure that you put a little bit of time and effort to learn this lovely thing. And of course, guys, you want to take things step by step. Remember that you can learn, the first section, familiarize yourself with the chords, and then when you feel ready, you can add the chord progression with the melody. Also, guys, if you're new, this is the very first video that you're watching, make sure that you subscribe to this channel as I try to post the most beautiful ukulele lesson for my uke family. So make sure that you become a member of this family. Just click the subscription button down below. And if you like this lesson, just leave it a like because it's always great and it works awesome for the algorithm. Now I'm gonna leave you to practice this lovely and beautiful chord progression, guys. Take it step by step, and I'll talk to you soon.